All right, let's see. First time I'm trying to do a live stream on here, but I want to share with you the craziest house that I've seen in a very, very long time. So let's uh, let's give another minute or so for folks to get in to the chat. Feel free to comment below, and that'll show up in my chat on the live stream backend I'm working with, and we'll get you guys on there. So. Today, we're going to look at a house in Gilbert that is literally the definition of ridiculous. Real quick, I'm just going to double check. Sweet. Looks like it's broadcasting right. So let's get going on this. All right. Here it is $20 million in Gilbert. That's not I mean, it's still a high number, but it's not ridiculous when you think or consider Paradise Valley or Scottsdale. But this is Gilbert. Previous to, I mean, this hasn't sold yet. Obviously, I kind of don't think it's going to sell for 20 million, but you'll see why it's being listed at that right now. And then, but previous to this house, the highest priced house sold in Gilbert was 5.8 million. So almost four times more. Anyway, all right. So the first thing you're going to notice in these photos, I mean, here's the front of the house. But let me actually can I move my face around? Oh, it looks like my face can be blocking some of the photos. It's okay. I'll move it and make sure it's not hidden by my face. But this is like the front entrance area. Yeah, it's got a go-kart track. Like, I mean, what kid doesn't dream of this? Like, I don't know if you guys remember the movie Blank Check from back in the day, but there was a movie called Blank Check, and the kid wrote himself a check for $1 million. We all thought that was like so much money when we were kids. But I remember it had like go-kart track, swimming pool, crazy stuff. But this is literally just the first thing in the laundry list of crazy stuff in this house. So this is the track. Oops. Sorry, guys. There we go. So that's a little barn house where they store the carts. And then it comes out here, whips around. You got a little bridge, goes under. This is crazy. There's little ponds or lakes around it. I call them ponds because they're really not that big. There's a gun range in this house. There's literally like everything. Everything is in this house. So yeah, private gun range. I'm assuming it's underground. I haven't seen a picture of like how you get to the gun range. This is your covered basketball court, and you'll note there's a scoreboard in this covered basketball court. There's also a drop-down projector and a screen over here, so you can, I don't know, watch a basketball game while you play a basketball game. I don't know. This thing is literally ridiculous. This is not the main house. This is the guest house. It almost looks a little bit like a library or like, I don't know, like a clubhouse almost. Like I said, this thing is bonkers. All right, here's the main entrance. This is the main house. You got a little pond area here, got a little roundabout driveway. Of course, it's going to be gated. Has to be. You got to have some kind of security when you live in a house like this. Here it is at night. Beautiful entrance. I actually really do like this front gate. It looks really clean, very modern, contemporary vibe, but I do like the look of it. And if you're already glancing at the pictures on the side, yeah, there's some craziness coming. There's kind of a drone view of the whole place. There's like a little garden area over here, which there's not a ton of pictures on it, but then there's a big barn back here. This is the basketball court area. That's the go-kart like garage. That like clubhouse looking thing is way in the back there. This is a big property. I want to say it's on 5 acres or something like that. But it's like 5 acres all developed. And then this is a parking lot. I don't know if it's like a staff parking lot or like people coming to play basketball because there's a gate right into the basketball court. I don't know. This is an overhead view of the house, not the whole property, just the house. See the pool back here? Here's what's crazy. This is a rooftop deck. This is a rooftop deck. This is a rooftop deck and like dining area. This is also rooftop deck and dining area. This one's covered. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 different deck areas. You could literally sit out on one each weekday and only have to repeat one of them twice. It's just I don't want to use crazy the entire time I'm doing this video, but it's crazy. This is a view from the front door looking out toward the gate. This is the front door. Yeah. It's interesting. That's for sure. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Let's take it. So I kind of like the vibe going on here, but look at these side lights here on the door. There's something embedded in the floor there. I'm not sure what it is. It looks a little bit like a Japanese um, um, character, but I can't really tell. This is your foyer. That's the inside of the front door. So you've got all this metal work around it. Then you've got yourself this chandelier that I just don't even know how to digest. This chandelier. It's yeah, I don't even know. I don't know what to do. My brain isn't computing this chandelier. It is just so unique and so weird. Anyway, I'm not sure what this room is. It's hard to tell. It definitely looks like it looks out to the outside, so I don't know if it's like a little sitting room or like a library kind of thing. I can't tell based off of the photos kind of where that you get to that room from. This is kind of a first living room area that's obviously off the front door. This is kind of a dining room area. You'll see it in another photo, but you got like these big wooden beams across the top. There's a better view of those beams across the top, but this looks straight out to the backyard. Big fireplace there. These all open up. A fireplace. It's a very distinct styling, this house. You're gonna see it in a few more of the pictures here. There's a dining room, got a big banquette seat there, a giant like live edge type table. That thing's thick. That's like 5 or 6 inches thick. I believe this is the master bedroom. You've got your own, oops, you've got your own fireplace, which this fireplace looks cool, but like I don't know that I'd want that in my bedroom. This thing is like, there is a specific person that this house is for, a very specific person, because none of this is really my vibe. Oh, it has a drop down projector screen. Where in the world is the projector? Normally, I see that kind of stuff because I used to have a home theater installation business, so I almost always see that kind of stuff and, like, my eyes drawn to it very, very quickly, but I'm not seeing where it's coming from. This is one of the closets. First, I'd like to draw your attention to the backlit shoe rack, the ladder for the shoe rack. You have some nice storage here, some stairs. It looks like there's a second level, but look at that chandelier. Again, this is a very specific person that's gonna be drawn to a property like this. Um, this is gonna be like a little sitting area because that's the closet. So this is maybe a sitting prep area. It's hard to tell. Sometimes it's hard to tell with photos, like what's going on or how the layout or flow of the house is. This would be the second floor of the closet. That's what we're looking at there. Two-story closet. This is his closet. Is that a project? No, it's just a light. At first, I thought that was a projector. Let's zoom in a little bit on that. So again, lighted shoe rack, little station for. This is his bathroom. Obviously, there's a urinal back there. Here's a different look. That's a TV. There's the rest of the closet. Yep, definitely a his vibe closet. Um, Maybe they just had, like, a his and hers toilet room off of the closets, because that looks like a his and hers kinda set-up bathroom. That countertop looks like it's got the sinks carved out of it. Again, this is giving me, like, westerny, kind of like Wyoming lodge vibes. That is a gigantic shower. That will fit a lot of people. This is another living room type of area for watching TV. I don't know what MR is, because even before the current owner bought it, that MR was there like 7 or 8 years ago when it sold before. But that does all open out to the outside. That's cool. That's the kitchen. Again, very specific style. Got the really these beams are really quite nice, but that's a big old dark hood with a blue wall off of the side of the again, very specific styling on this one. Very specific kind of client that's gonna be looking for a house like this. I mean, that's a beautiful stove. That is definitely a, would call bespoke stove, basically something very unique, very stylized for that environment. Um, I do like this gigantic hood. A lot of bigger houses, you see these kind of big hoods, and sometimes I don't love the way they look. This one, I can dig this one for sure. Let's see. Let's get past the kitchen. Like some good pictures of the kitchen. Again, that stove is definitely stove is where it's at. So let's see. Let's go. Oof. Yeah, this is my favorite part. Got yourself a little theater room. Still has the wood beams and stuff like that. I can dig that theater. Okay, here's an aerial view of the back of the property. So this is again that barn. This is that go-kart barn, the main house, the pool, the basketball court. This property is huge. This must be that barn. It's got a pool table. It's got that's a driving range. Let's see if we got some better pictures of that. Yeah, there it is. Nice. You got a weight room there. You got like a simulator driving range here. You've got some nets here. My guess is to set up like a batting cage. Just like literally every stinking sport you can like play with in this house. This is crazy. This is the kitchen. I would assume in this like barn area. I mean, you could entertain. I mean, freaking parties you could throw in this place would be amazing. All right, more of that kitchen. A dance studio in there too. Like, did this property the owners just like, "We do everything. So let's do go-kart, basketball, baseball, golf, all the things, dance. Sure, why not?" My lord. I don't even know what this is. This is some kind of simulator rig thing. Um, if you know exactly what this is, you can comment down below, but it's obvious a couple screens. Oh, these are servers that are running everything off of it. This is crazy. I mean, I've got to assume that everything is coming with this property. Like, there's nothing that's going to not stay on the property. I've got to imagine that's the case. Okay. Now this is the thing I really like. One of the things I really love about this house. There are a lot of things that are very styled, and for the right kind of buyer, it is the perfect thing. I do love this outdoor kitchen. I love amateur chef, whatever I guess you could say. I've got a pizza oven, a griddle, a grill, Blackstone flat top, all out in my outdoor kitchen. I love to cook and I love to entertain friends. Like this is epic. Like look at that big old fireplace. Like I could totally see having some parties here, like 100%. I think this is my favorite feature of this house. The go-karts are also really cool. Um, yeah, so there's a little outdoor sitting area with a TV. You got these lounge chairs. You got the pool. You got some kind of the fountain, water feature. That's awesome. Okay, a fire feature, jacuzzi, water feature. I mean, they did a great job with the photos on this place. Again, it's just super, super unique property. For those of you who just joined, we're looking at a $20 million house that's in Gilbert for sale right now. The next most expensive house that's ever sold in Gilbert was 5.8 million, and it has a go-kart track in it. If you're just joining us, so we're just kind of going through perusing the pictures, seeing what we think. You can see there's a little bar area here that sits below the water or right at the water level. If you do want to look at this house yourself, I've got it over on mansionarizona.com. If you click on mansionarizona.com, this is not my listing, but you can see it on my website. So mansionarizona.com, then click on luxury communities and click on Gilbert. And it will be the top result in the Gilbert page because it's the most expensive home in Gilbert. All right. This is that clubhouse looking thing that I'm pretty confident is just a guest house. And it has a little dock to the pond that's right next to the go-kart track, a little, like, kind of, like, lowered grass area, you got a little brook, of course, and is this like a moat? I think that's a moat. Like, that's yeah, it's water, and you gotta walk a little bridge across to get to the guest house. Every time I look at the picture of this thing, there's, like, more layers that I'm uncovering. It is utterly ridiculous. So, this looks like a clubhousey kinda thing, but it is the guest house. Yup. Yeah, it totally looks like some public building. If you wanna share your thoughts and comments, feel free to comment, and, I'll throw your comments up on screen, but, I mean, if you're gonna have a go-kart track, you gotta have it lit really cool, right? Right? Here's one end of that, guest house. I'm gonna call it the guest house even though it looks like it's a clubhouse for now, I actually think I like the styling of the clubhouse sorry, the guest house more than the main house itself. I think that looks nice. I don't know about the furry, chair there, but I like that. Nice shots during the day, big old accordion door that opens up. There's a small kitchen, it looks like, in this guest house. I do like that fireplace. Of course, we have a sauna. Why wouldn't we have a giant sauna? Again, I'm just trying to digest all this. And then you have a is the guest house like just a spa? I wonder if there's a massage bed on the next picture. Okay, I don't know what this is. That looks like a torture device. But then you kinda sitting there, so maybe it's another sauna spa thing? I don't know. All I know is that color looks like something out of the, like, '80s, but I'm sure it's something new and fresh and cool. There's the beds. There's the massage beds. So, instead of a guest house, I'm gonna call it the spa house? I don't know. I don't know what this room is. I saw this one earlier, and it's like another room. I bet it's like a yoga studio. It's probably yoga or Pilates studio. And that's a swing of some kind for some purpose. I don't know. That is a round bed couch thing. Weird, weird vibes. Here's the go-kart barn. Yeah, people, like, this is aside from the, like, outdoor kitchen area, like, for entertaining with the big fireplace, the go-kart is my favorite thing. So, they got 6 go-karts, looks like they're probably electric go-karts. One of the earlier photos, they got a bunch of tires here ready to go. Like, 10-year-old Jeremy from, like, the late '80s is loving everything about this place. Oh, yeah. There's another view of the go-kart track as a whole. Zoom out a little bit so you can get an idea. Yeah, that's pretty friggin' cool. Looks like there's, like, a cornhole opportunity right there in the, grass. Let's zoom back in and take a look at that real quick. Yep, cornhole or bocce ball or something like that. So if you're just joining us, we're looking at a $20 million house for sale in Gilbert. The most expensive house that sold in Gilbert was 5.8 million. So this is almost 4 times more expensive, but this is also 4 times more house, or not 4 times more house, but 4 times more playthings. This is the go-kart barn. This is a entertainment barn that has, like, a driving range and some kind of computer sim thing and a dance studio. There's also an outdoor basketball court arena that's covered and has its own scoreboard. There's a shot of the whole property from the back. So this is the spa guest house corporate thing. It's so weird. If you do want to look at the pictures on your own, mansionarizona.com is where this is going to be at. You click on luxury communities and select Gilbert, and it'll be one of the first ones. This isn't my listing, but I wanted to share it because it is by far the most over the top house I've seen in a long time. 20 million, not crazy expensive for Paradise Valley or Scottsdale, but really expensive for Gilbert. Oh, yeah. Got that little dock there that goes off from the little convention center thing, whatever. Oh, that go-kart track. Little lakes around it. Go through the barn. There's that outdoor kitchen entertainment area. I love that. This is where all like the dance studio and all that other stuff is. Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 rooftop decks on the house itself. There's a shot of the fountain and the go-kart shed barn thing. More go-kart. More go-kart. Go-kart at night, because gotta do it cool. Um, I don't know what this is. It's giving off vibes of, like, down where the shooting range is. Because yes, there's a gun range on this house. There's the gun range on this house. More shots of the gun range. Cool. Interrogation room? I mean, maybe it looks like another area of the gun range, maybe an observation spot. I don't know. That's weird. Uh, you wouldn't have a gun range if you didn't have a whole bunch of guns. So let's check out the gun safe. That is like bigger than my closet. Gun safe. Oh, here's another shot of the basketball court, the indoor outdoor basketball court. Yep, there's that projector coming down. You got your own screen. You even got your own grandstands with the mezzanine. Goodness gracious. There's a shot of the pool, the basketball court there in the background. There's your rooftop decks there, there, and then there's one around the other side there. This is the garden area. There's like only one or two photos of this garden. We've only got like two photos left. But this garden area is kind of cool. I just don't, there's not a lot of other pictures of it to give me an idea of what I'm looking at. This is a view of the front of the house, that garden area right there at the front of the property. I mentioned this earlier. There's a parking lot here. I don't know if that's like a staff quarters or like a staff parking, or there's a gate that goes into the basketball area. So I don't know if that means it's parking for when people come to play basketball there. I don't know. Here's the last photo. It's going to be amazing. Yep, that's a shot of the whole property. Again, $20 million property in Gilbert has literally everything you can imagine, from a go-kart track to a basketball court to a driving range simulator to some other kind of like seated computer simulator thing that's on like its own level. It's got a dance studio. It has literally everything. So if you want to take a look at this yourself, head over to mansionarizona.com. Click on luxury communities right here, and you'll go to Gilbert, and then you'll see it there. Again, $20 million house in Gilbert. I wanted to share it with you guys. Not my listing, but I want to share it with you guys because it's a very unique property. Nothing like it in Gilbert. The most expensive home that's ever sold in Gilbert was 5.8 million. So four times the cost almost, but as I said earlier, maybe not four times the house, but four times the property. Goodness gracious. Now, I don't think it'll sell for 20 million. And whoever buys this is looking for an entertainment kind of property. You're not getting somebody who's just looking for a nice house. This is a entertainer's property. It is just covers every sport. Literally every sport is covered at this house. It's actually unreal. So if you want to take a look at it yourself, hop on to mansionarizona.com and take a look at it. We got plenty of other stuff on the site there for you to look at if the 20 million is outside of your range. Because it is for a lot of people. And this is such a stylized house. It's going to take the right kind of buyer to um, want to get this property. So, yeah. So I just wanted to hop on and show you guys what, in my opinion, is one of the most over the top homes I have ever seen anywhere. And yeah, maybe we'll do this again. Maybe Sunday afternoon tradition or something. We'll see. But I hope you enjoyed watching this little tour of this $20 million property. If you're looking for any kind of home, buying or selling, I'd love to help you out. If you're just like to watch and look at cool properties, please like and subscribe because we do have some home tours on here and we're gearing up to do some more this spring. So thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.